Y'all, so I posted my first episode of Good Grief today on my YouTube channel. I'm starting a series where I talk about losing my parents and how that has affected me into adulthood. And I'm just so thankful. Like, the response today has been amazing. My very first episode, I cannot wait to see where we go from here. Right now it's a YouTube series, but eventually I do want to move into like more of a podcast setting where I really dive into grief, and when I start bringing people on to talk about their experiences with grief. But one thing I realized today as I was journaling about this experience is that, and this is kind of going off topic but kind of on the same topic, I have spent so many years of my life like just wanting to be seen, wanting to be liked, wanting to be wanted, and that really all stems from my parents dying when I was so young, and I really didn't have the love that I needed after that. And that has made me look for love in all the wrong places, wrong people, wrong things. And I'm just so excited to heal from that and move forward. And one thing I've been talking about with my therapist is like, sometimes it's hard for me to grasp that some people are just not my people. And I had someone say to me, and granted, I don't think bad of this person now because they said this, but it just really opened my eyes to a lot. They basically were like, yeah, we have fun, yeah, we have some good conversations, but what else did you bring to my life? Like, what do you do for me? And that really hit me in my heart, y'all, because imagine, like, I really always pray for them. I always try to talk, always try to be there, always try to be encouraging. You know what I'm saying? But this experience really made me realize that you cannot love someone into loving you or like wanting you to be in their lives, and that's totally okay. And I thank God for not giving me the things that I thought I wanted sometimes, because I know in the grand scheme of things I deserve so much better. This is not about that situation. This is just about how we really need to take accountability and control of our own lives. Like, yes, I was dealt a pretty sad hand to begin with, but that's not the hand that I gotta end with. You know what I'm saying? I look at it like I'm playing a game of spades, and I'm dealt a hand and I only got 2 spades and I got all these hearts and no clubs. You know what I'm saying? The hand might look bad, but I can play those 2 spades and beat out somebody else who got, all clubs. I don't know if that makes sense, but what I'm saying is I'm really ready to heal and just do better with guarding my heart. In the Bible it says, above all else, guard your heart. And I have done a terrible job at that in the past, but no more moving forward. I will no longer try to force myself into people's lives that don't want me there, that don't value me. And it really made me look at myself like, oh my God, like, am I not a valuable friend? Am I not a valuable person to have around? Negative. Having me in your life is a blessing, and I stand on that for anybody. So anyways, God is good, and I cannot wait to dive more into this in my Good Grief series. Now, the next episode next week is going to be about like the actual story of when I found out my mom and my dad were dead. So it's going to be kind of a heavy episode, but then after that we're going to dive into like the healing process and what it looked like through high school, college, and adulthood. So I'm really excited, y'all. And thank y'all for watching. If you were one of the ones who watched and commented or shared, thank you so much, because this is going to be